Welcome back to another episode in the Month of Nightmares series where we're playing Dead Space. Now, in the last episode we found out that we were able to acquire the shock pads, but we know that we need to find the Hydrazine tank because we need to essentially make a bomb and be able to get to the morgue. As you can see, as my way to the Hydrazine tank, I found this oxygen room, and there's nothing really noted here besides it's a cool mechanic to know that it's more than an aesthetic thing here. They're making sure that we really feel like we're in space by making sure zero gravity is involved in the game, and there's even rooms where there's no oxygen involved. I didn't really find anything noting besides that bronze semiconductor, which is good for selling for resources. Pretty badass, dude, if you ask me. It kind of looks like Iron Man. I did fly around a bit in this room and I had to cut it because, to be honest, it could be disorienting and definitely make you dizzy. Once I realigned, I made my way towards the next room.
Exiting zero gravity.
After we oriented ourselves and got accustomed to the room we're supposed to go to, I went ahead and searched around and found the tank in this room.
I found some hydrazine that should work on the barricade. I'm heading back there now.
Be careful with that hydrazine. I'm not losing anyone else.
So we need to make our way back to the medical wing. There's like a weird event here. So as on our way back, we found some sluggers, killed them, and we, easily killed this guy. It wasn't too hard, really. But there wasn't a lot of excitement, not a lot of interesting enemies, just like those slugs and a few cyclers here and there. Easy work along the way.
One step out of the captain's nest and Chen, that thing, he almost got me.
You okay?
I trapped him in a damaged escape pod. He's snarling like, this is fucked up. Hurry, Isaac.
So as we can hear from the captain as I'm fighting these guys, not the captain, but by Hammond, I guess our crew captain. He's still dealing with Chen chasing him. He's not with Daniels, they got separated. And he's just been having a hard time seeing one of his own colleagues becoming one of these monstrosities. Anyway, here we went ahead and put the tank together. That was created by the shock pad and the tank that we just acquired. And funny enough, I was trying to find out where I was supposed to go. It took me a minute and realized they were supposed to go hide behind this little window. And I thought the explosion was going to be huge, but yeah. With that, we were able to make our way towards the ICU unit.
Loop and transmit to all personnel. This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help. So many trauma cases, and the command crew won't tell us what's happening. Shit. Maybe I have some cage left.
So here we can see Nicole struggling, trying to understand what's going on with these people on board of the ship. And she obviously has them strapped. The guy's seizing, and then she ran into this area behind here, which is unlocked. It's actually technically the shower room. But as we enter, after I moved this little door out of the way because it was locked in, we see that it's not just a shower. It has lockers, it has a table.
Medical log, Dr. Nicole Brennan. So much for being paranoid. I repurposed this room to run counseling sessions without unitologists interfering. Now it's the only place I feel safe. I recovered a limb after yesterday's attack. Genetically, it's human tissue with bizarre mutations. But it's just a sample. It's not enough to figure out a cure. I need... Wait, where's that report from engineering? Here. The engineers pulled something out of machinery. Limbs missing, torso intact. Okay. Time for a real autopsy.
So yeah, Nicole was able to manage to grab a limb and was trying to look at it with potentially using a microscope and trying to look at it, the skin tissue and whatnot, to understand what is going on with the people on board. There was an attack that happened. Nicole survived, and she also had a report from engineering, which also described what she was seeing. Weird things are happening here, that's all I know.
Security clearance required.
So we kept pushing forward. We fought some more enemies along the way. We got some health pack, stomped on this guy just for good measure. I found out that I couldn't go through that door because I didn't have the right security clearance. I did use a stake to kill that Necromorph there, or Scythe there. I needed to find the generator here if I can open up the next room. And there we are, we were able to get life and open this door. Go into the hallway. Once we entered the hallway, we just found some credit. You can see there's a Bulbasaur there. I didn't feel like it was really a threat. Those things are pretty easy to kill. A little annoying, but you know, I wasn't really too concerned. I was trying to see if I can find more equipment and gear and ammo, as my resources were getting a little depleted. And I had a feeling I was going to run into more enemies. So we had a little crawling slug and ran out of bullets there, see? And so I was like, alright, well, I guess I can shoot you with the pulse rifle or I can stomp on you. We got 6 more rounds there, so we were able to at least be able to kill more Necromorphs later. I did find a stick I can use to stake an enemy, which I thought was useful, so I was like, I'm going to carry this with me as I walk around as I'm running out of bullets. Found this, it looked like security log here, so I went ahead and activated it.
Security request retrieved.
He left me. I woke in the dark with them scratching in the walls. Scratching like rats. And you all locked me in with them. Fuckers. I'll cut them out. I'll cut them out. I'll cut them out.
So I found 2 crates here and decided to open one. And as I did, a Necromorph came out. So I was like, eat that Scyther, easy kill. And I saw the one behind me and I was like, alright, well I need some gear here. I can shoot him a bit. But I was like, maybe I can go around him. And then another one popped in. I was like, okay, let me freeze him too. I found this pole here and I staked the second guy I found. I started looking for another one. And I was like, well, maybe this body can do something. So I threw a body at him and didn't slow him down. So I just started blasting with the pulse rifle. He hit me one time and I was like, shoot. And I saw that he got stuck some reason, so I started swinging and attacking him with my fist instead of shooting. So I figured I can take him out. Started stomping on him here. And what do you know? I got some bullets from him. But I did find the pulse rifles from the first enemy I killed back here. And there was an audio log I found as well.
Mercer, it's Terrence Kine. You were in surgery, so I left this with Warwick. He'll be discreet. I just got the latest report from Aegis 7. The situation's worse than Captain Matthias will admit. 40% of the colony's population is now showing symptoms. Depression, hallucinations, more violence. People are dying down there. I know it's linked to the marker somehow, but I just don't have enough data. Mercer, maybe I was wrong. We need answers by any means possible. That patient, Brent Harris, might be our last hope.
To hear there, we hear Terrence talking about Brent Harris and one of the patients that they've been working on, which is good to know. The marker had some type of seems like it causes hallucinations and depression and psychosis. So a lot of mental stability attacks, it seems like. Now this was a little disheartening here. I just saw this random lady in here. I figured I can get in there, but I couldn't. And she just started cutting this guy with a scalpel, it looked like. And as I walk around, seeing if I can talk to her, she decided to just end her life, which is pretty disturbing. I don't know, maybe that was part of the marker's ability. Maybe it's influenced her brain to do that, or maybe she had a deep connection with that patient and decided that she had enough was enough after just cutting him a belt and decided she needed to end her life. I also was able to manage to refill my stasis bar. Looked around, had to move forward, couldn't let that crazy event just slow me down. So yeah, I found some creds and kept making our way through the morgue here, or to the morgue. Alright, so we went up this elevator, and as you can see, I got more oxygen recharge there. The morgue's in the next room, but I figured maybe there's gonna be some type of oxygen issue since it was literally right out the door. I found some equipment here. I found some pulse rifle rounds. I saw something in the back there, so I tried grabbing it with my power. I did. I managed to find some plasma cutter rounds. Started searching around to see if there's anything else I can find that might come in handy. I found a crate behind some of these beds here. Just found some cash. There's a text log there, but I decided to skip through as it didn't feel like it was really important to go over. I found a stasis recovery thing I can use, so if I use that ability I can refill it with like kind of like a quick refill there. So we walked into this room, and what do we find? We find the captain's body here. It looks like he's been quite dead for quite some time. We rotate him over, start taking off the rig, when suddenly as we can see, the captain turned to one of those mutated monsters by another creature, somehow giving him the ability to come back to life or reanimate into this Necromorph. Now this thing was not too hard to kill. I just had to keep shooting him with my pulse rifle here, and after about 50 rounds the captain died. I got some credits there. I started looking around, I knew the creature was still alive, and I found him. It looked like he was infecting another person, so I started shooting at him to see if that would slow him down or stop him. It did, and he started chasing me down. He got really close, went after my legs, missed the first attack, managed to clip me here in the second one as I got stuck on the bed. I started shooting at him. I decided not to waste any time and just used the grenade launcher ability, and it died. And good enough, I was able. The good thing is I was able to find 25 more rounds, so I didn't really waste anything.
Isaac, what's your status? Do you have the captain's rig?
Fuck me! Ugh. Transmitting codes now. I saw it, Hammond. A flying one turned the captain's body into another one of those things. The same must have happened to Chen.
God. Maybe the command computer has something. Where's Daniels when you need her? Head back to the security checkpoint. It's safer there. At least I can upgrade your clearance.
So as Hammond told us, we need to make it back to the security checkpoint, which is by the medical ward. And we will be getting our upgrade, which right here I didn't notice it, but we got security clearance level 1. I could have went back and opened that room that required the same level, but I didn't. Also here, you're really just going to hear the audio of Hammond calling us because there was a weird encoding issue while recording, so you're going to see a still frame, but just now you're going to have the audio, which is pretty important.
Isaac,
Here. What the hell's happening?
the computer says the Ishimura's engines are offline. We're on a decaying orbit toward Aegis 7.
Oh god. I have to get to engineering.
There's no time. That tram station's offline. Unless... Here. Head back to the flight deck. I'll guide you from there. If this damage report's right, there's a shortcut to engineering.